As the sun sets on a long day, we return to the start of our journey, the Menin Gate in Ypres. A service is held here every night at 8 to remember those who died in the Great War. Tonight some of our Irish group are taking part, saying an Irish prayer and laying a wreath to remember that our country too was not untouched by the horrors of the First World War.
Every night of every week of every month since 1927, the buglers come out and play the last post. The names of some of the dead are read out. Belgium has sworn never to forget what these people did for us. We shouldn't forget what these people did for us.
There are thousands of Irish soldiers lying in graves here whose graves have never been visited, for many reasons. But perhaps some of their relations in Ireland today might visit. If they come, they will find it a very, very moving, very emotional experience. It is in no way militaristic. It is just quiet services here, services of prayer and of peace.
Politics was not part of this. But wherever the Irish soldier operated, whether he was from a green or an orange tradition, whether he was from a nationalist or a Protestant tradition, whatever, they soldiered for Ireland.
You name it, we've covered it. These tours cover the lot, and I've enjoyed it. It's been an eye-opener for me, and I'm very, very glad that I came on it.
It is indeed a long way from Tipperary to the killing fields of Ypres. That's a journey which has been made by the members of the Charles J. Kickham Brass and Reed Band from Tipperary with the Tipperary Singers. And we're joined now by the chairperson of the band, Caitríona Crowe. Caitríona, the band, of course, predates the establishment of the barracks in Tipperary.
Indeed it does. The band was founded in 1882. So we celebrated 125 years last year of the C.J. Kickham Brass and Reed Band.
Who, of course, was a Feeney.
Of course. And a good Tipperary man.
And when the barracks was then established in Tipperary, would many members of the army have taken part in the band?
Yes, because music goes across all horizons. We had two bandmasters from the British barracks over that came over and helped out our band and gave us music, and it became a brass and reed band when the military side came in.
And down through the years, Caitríona, would many Tipperary townspeople have served in the army and have gone to war?
Well, of course, Michael, over 50,000 Irish people served in World War I, and over 1,000 of those were from Tipperary and County Tipperary. So we are here, especially from Tipperary, and very privileged to be here to honour the dead men and women of Tipperary that died in World War I.
And in recent years and today, would there have been much awareness in Tipperary of members of those families having served?
Well, of course, there was. And even now, coming up to this 90th anniversary, it is a thing that's very much spoken about, where it mightn't have been in the past. There's many people that have granduncles and great-granduncles buried even over here, and that died in World War I. And people are starting to speak about it a little bit more now, and thankfully that's the way the things have gone.
And those touching commemorations took place, of course, in the Island of Ireland Peace Park, which is on the Messine Ridge. This is a project which was originally instigated some more than 10 years ago by Donegal's former Fine Gael TD, Paddy Hart. Paddy, what was it that inspired this thought?
Inspiration isn't the right word. I would rather explain it by saying voices from the grave that nobody hears, but we understand. The thought that we should build something that would be Irish. Tower predates the Reformation. No religion can claim it. No political party can claim it. It's Irish, it's Celtic Irish. and it symbolises Ireland, ancient Ireland.
And of course the north-south
It was a
element of
north-south,
this cruise.
yes, it was very, very much so. We had a chairman from the north and chairman from the south, and we worked together in harmony.
And what is it that this signifies to your mind?
The tower itself is symbolic of not alone the Irish from Ireland who fought in the First World War, but all of the Irish that joined the Australian Army, the New Zealand Army, the Canadian Army, the Army of the United States of America. So it has that international aspect of it. We're all very proud of it.
Paddy, the poppy, of course, is a very controversial symbol in Ireland, but we're wearing a poppy with a difference here today.
Yeah, the poppy, the difference is simply this, briefly, that the Americans have their own poppy, the Canadians have their own poppy, the Australians have their own poppy, everybody's own poppy. And one member of the Commonwealth Wargrave said to me, why don't you have one? And he gave me a Canadian poppy. And this is the adaptation of a Canadian poppy. Instead of the Canadians having a baby maple leaf in it, we have a shamrock in it. And it's gone down well, and I'd like people to wear it. It doesn't symbolise anything. Incidentally, I want to make one point. It's Irish soldiers fighting as British soldiers. That's not the true story. The Irish soldiers that left Ireland went to fight to defend democracy against dictatorship. That was the big issue of the First World War. Democracy versus dictatorship.
And as the ceremony has come to a close, we can see here a carpet of floral tributes and poppies commemorating the Irish who fell here too, of whom the poet said, short days ago we lived, felt dawn, saw sunsets glow, loved and were loved, and now we lie in Flanders field where poppies grow, and they're commemorated by the poppy and the shamrock. That ends the programme for this evening. Do join us again on Friday next. Until then, from the Menine Gate, from all of us in your nationwide team, a very good evening.